North Florida gardening secrets they never tell new gardeners. Gardening in North Florida is a journey through shifting seasons, bursts of color, and the kind of quiet magic that only a living landscape can offer. Whether you're new to the region or finally ready to take your yard seriously, North Florida rewards those who pay attention to the rhythm of the year. Plant deciduous fruit trees now to give their roots time to develop before the warm, dry spring months. A simple instruction that captures the spirit of gardening here. Timing is everything. North Florida's climate is a blend of cool winters, warm springs, intense summers, and refreshing autumns, and each month brings its own opportunities to plant, prune, protect, and enjoy. What might seem like a mundane list of chores becomes something far more exciting when you realize that each task shapes the beauty and health of your landscape for seasons to come. This video transforms month-by-month notes into a flowing logical narrative that feels less like a checklist and more like a story, the story of your garden's year. From winter blooms to summer storms, from spring vegetables to fall wildflowers, your landscape is always changing, always teaching, and always ready for the next gardener willing to learn its language. Winter in North Florida is not a dormant season. It's a season of preparation and possibility. January invites you to fill your beds with cool season color like pansies, violas, alyssum, and snapdragons, plants that thrive in the crisp air and brighten the landscape when everything else is resting. This is also the perfect time to plant camellias, whose elegant blooms become the jewels of the winter garden. Bulbs such as crinum and gloriosa lilies settle in now, protected by mulch from the occasional cold snap. Vegetable gardeners find winter especially rewarding. Irish potatoes, broccoli, kale, carrots, and lettuce all flourish in the cool months, giving you a head start on the year's harvest. Winter also asks you to be vigilant. Frost protection is essential, irrigation may be needed during dry spells, and dormant pests like scale insects should be treated before spring wakes them up. February continues the cool season beauty with dianthus, dusty miller, and blooming red maples and magnolias. Roses benefit from careful pruning now, setting the stage for spring blooms. Lawns begin to stir, and this is the moment to apply pre-emergent weed control before warm season weeds take hold. Citrus and palms still need protection from lingering cold, but the promise of spring is already in the air. March is the month when the garden stretches, yawns, and begins to wake up. Warm season annuals like zinnia, vinca, and angelonia can be planted toward the end of the month, while cool season flowers continue to shine. This is also the time to plant warm season vegetables such as beans, tomatoes, squash, and corn. Herbs like edible ginger thrive when planted now in well-drained soil. Shrubs and trees appreciate pruning as they exit dormancy, and palms, azaleas, and camellias benefit from slow-release fertilizers that support steady growth. Irrigation systems should be checked and adjusted before the heat of summer arrives. April brings an explosion of color. Coleus varieties glow in both sun and shade, and bulbs like caladium, canna, and Louisiana iris add drama and texture. Heat-loving herbs such as basil, rosemary, and Mexican tarragon settle in beautifully. This is also the month to divide perennials, monitor for aphids, and encourage beneficial insects that help keep your garden in balance. By May, the heat begins to build, and the garden shifts into its summer mode. Salvia, pentas, ornamental peppers, and beach sunflower thrive in the rising temperatures. Dahlias offer months of color when planted in early, mid, and late-blooming varieties. Vegetables like okra, southern peas, Swiss chard, and sweet potatoes handle the heat with ease. This is also the time to watch for pests like thrips, mites, and chinch bugs, and to prepare trees for hurricane season by pruning weak or damaged branches. June marks the beginning of the rainy season, and with it comes both opportunity and challenge. Heat-tolerant annuals such as celosia, portulaca, and coleus thrive in full sun. Palms love being planted now, supported by warm soil and frequent rain. Herbs like basil and rosemary continue to flourish, especially when pinched back to encourage branching. Summer vegetables, okra, southern peas, and sweet potatoes, grow vigorously, but pests also become more active. Regular monitoring helps you catch problems early. Lawns may show yellow or brown patches, but it's important to diagnose the cause before treating. Insects, disease, and irrigation issues can look surprisingly similar. July continues with the heat, and watering becomes essential for young plants. Bulbs like butterfly lilies and gladiolus can be planted now, and palms continue to establish well. This is the month to start tomato and pumpkin seeds for fall harvests. Solarizing garden beds during the hottest weeks helps eliminate weeds and soil-borne pests before fall planting begins. August pushes the limits of heat, but hardy plants like vinca, gaillardia, and coleus keep the garden alive with color. Herbs such as bay laurel, ginger, and rosemary can be planted from established plants. This is also the time to prepare poinsettias and mums for winter bloom by pinching them back before the month ends. Lawns need careful mowing and monitoring, and palms may show nutrient deficiencies that should be corrected promptly. September signals the return of cooler weather and renewed planting energy. Ageratum, celosia, zinnia, and wax begonia bring fresh color to the garden. Bulbs like elephant's ear, calla, and zephyr lily add texture and interest. This is also the month to plant strawberries and cool-season vegetables such as broccoli, cabbage, and collards. Lawns receive their final fertilizer application now, and hummingbird-friendly plants like firebush and firecracker help migrating birds fuel up. October deepens the shift into fall. Native wildflowers can be planted from seed, and fragrant daffodils like Carlton and thalia are perfect for North Florida gardens. Herbs such as dill, fennel, and sage thrive in the cooler air. Winter weeds should be controlled before they appear, and evergreen hollies add structure and color to the winter landscape. November brings pansies, violas, and chrysanthemums into full glory. Cool season herbs like cilantro, parsley, and thyme flourish. Citrus trees need protection from early freezes, and irrigation systems can be turned off or used sparingly. Birds appreciate brush piles made from garden trimmings, and camellias begin their winter show. December closes the year with winter color from petunias, snapdragons, lobelia, and alyssum. Amaryllis can be forced indoors or planted outside for spring blooms. Cool season vegetables like cabbage, collards, and beets thrive. Houseplants need regular inspection for pests, and fallen leaves become perfect mulch or compost material. Gardening is a conversation, not a monologue. If something in your landscape confuses you, concerns you, or simply sparks your curiosity, ask. Whether it's a strange spot on a leaf, a plant that refuses to bloom, or a lawn problem that keeps returning, your questions are the key to becoming a confident gardener. Reach out, comment, send photos, or ask for clarification. Every question helps you grow right alongside your garden. North Florida gardening is a year-round adventure filled with color, texture, challenges, and triumphs. When you understand the rhythm of the seasons and respond to what your landscape needs, you create a yard that feels alive, intentional, and uniquely yours. From winter vegetables to summer palms, from spring blooms to fall herbs, every month offers something worth celebrating. Your garden becomes not just a space, but a story, one you get to write with every seed, every pruning cut, and every moment spent outdoors. Thank you so much for watching and spending this time exploring the North Florida gardening year. If you enjoyed this guide or learned something new, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss future gardening tips, seasonal guides, and inspiration. Your support helps this community grow, and I'm grateful you're here.